kickoff. Chris Immersion, Corey Diaz with you right here on Fox 14 for the kickoff. My brother from another mother. Still hurts. You been working out again this week?
No, man, I'm just bony.
Whew. Golly, it hurts. Well, two Richland Parish teams will be on the gridiron this week. Talking about Mangum and Delhi Charter for the first time since 2008. The Gators won a game in the series. The Dragons entered this year's contest 3-0. Their offense has scored over 4 touchdowns in each of their games. Coach Jeremy Foote, in his first year over at Delhi Charter, has a 1-2 record. They've dropped the last two, combining for only 14 points in their 2 losses.
I would have to say that it's important that we execute our game plan that we have in. A lot of times we kind of get away from what assignment we know how to do. We try to do things incorrectly, and that's going to be tough.
They beat us last year, and we have that in the back of our mind. And we've been watching film on them, and they're capable of scoring some points on offense. They have some great players on that side of the ball, so we got our work cut out for us this week.
Another Richland Parish team in action is Delhi. They'll host Cedar Creek. The Cougars enter 1-2. In their Week 1 loss to Loyola, they only recorded the safety, but since then, they've scored over 30 points in wins over St. Mary's and Arcadia. Delhi is 2-0. They posted over 2 touchdowns in their wins, but Storm Ridgeway knows it won't be easy this week.
They're big in their physical. They run downhill now. They run the, I guess you said the Western style of offense. They're going to run triple option. They're going to run trap. They're going to run sweep, and they're going to hit you in the mouth.
A couple of big guys up front that like to play hard, and, I mean, they can push the line of scrimmage at any time, so our offensive line is going to have to be disciplined, and especially the guy over the center. He's real big, and he comes off the ball.
Hey, let's talk a little Arkansas football. In Stephen Jones' first year, his El Dorado squad enters this Friday 1-2. The Wildcats dropped last Friday's game at Cabot. In that contest, they were limited to only 2 touchdowns, while the Panthers posted 35 points to the scoreboard. Head coach Stephen Jones, in his first year at Eldo, had his troops back in the practice field this week. They're preparing for their first district game on Friday.
Our team's very resilient. We understand that our real season starts with our conference play against Lake Hamilton, so we're looking forward to a big game Friday night with those guys coming to town. They put up a lot of points so far this season, but we're ready to rock and roll.
Across town, Parker's Chapel off to a 3-1 start. This Friday, they open district play versus Hampton. With the exception of a Week 3 loss to Foreman, the Trojans' offense has posted 48 or more points in their victories. Meanwhile, their opponent, the Bulldogs, they've given up 48 points in their 2 defeats.
Our kids are buying into what we do. We don't talk a lot about wins and losses. We talk about the little things it takes to achieve that goal. And so that's what we focus on. That's what we preach. And our kids are buying in. Because executing those little things and get to 4-1.
A few miles away, Junction City feeling really good this week. They're coming off a win against one of their rivals, Haynesville, 41-0. That's the second straight week they've scored 40 points or more. The past 2 contests, they've surrendered 18 points combined. The Dragons open district play this weekend versus Strong.
Started out with a rough one. We made a ton of mistakes, but a very good opponent and got beat. And we've progressively gotten better each week. We beat Smackover in Week 2. We cut down our turnovers in half, and that was, if you know how many turnovers we had in the first game, you'd understand that was a big achievement.
Hey, about 10 seconds, Haynesville 0-3 to start the year.
Another thing I didn't see coming.
Golly. Well, up next in the kickoff, a one-on-one interview with West Washita's Matt Middleton on their 3-0 start, their first one since 2015.